Since 2006, Jason Fry has been an engine of growth for the G&S business in American Express. Starting out as a one-man band, he's developed a successful global team that is fully embedded in the organisational DNA. Vice President Sarah Cox describes him as an inspiring leader with a very human touch. But all good things come to an end, and 4 years later, after 16 years in the UK, Jason is returning to Australia. He will be missed, but how much? And by whom? We spoke to his colleagues to assess the impact of his decision.
Nobody stop it from having yourself a ball.
What will you miss most about Jason?
I guess what I'll miss most about Jason is what I call the once upon a time story with him.
Actually, not very much at all. He's been quite obnoxious in all my dealings with him, but in actual fairness, very enthusiastic.
He is the most delicious smelling man in the entire GNS. Probably in the entire American Express, actually.
All the healthy food he brings in for lunch and then the chocolates he has 2 hours later.
No, what I can say is I'll definitely miss all the chocolates and snacks Jason provides. I will miss Jason's honesty.
And also passion for the business, because in the early days, every town hall, if consumer was mentioned and commercial club wasn't mentioned, then Jason would sulk for about half an hour afterwards. But
and he's pretty tall, so he's got good height.
on the personal side, definitely his kind of infectious appetite for gossip.
Because no matter where you are with Jason in a conversation, it could be your third or fourth meeting, Jason will always start your conversation with once upon a time. So it gives you that opportunity in a 1 hour meeting to sleep for the first half an hour, dream about football.
My one-to-ones in the Victoria pub, perfect location, nice and scuzzy, serves beer, have an honest laugh and a good conversation, and
yeah, I agree. I mean, Jason, I'm going to miss you because you're so much fun to be around. We always have great conversations, very deep and meaningful conversations.
I think it's my liver that went with Jason. Alcohol, I think that's a running thing with Jason. It's my drinking buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I really will remember Jason for all the nice drinks we've had together, either after work.
He was always like a great guy, not only to work with, but to have a drink after work. Very funny, always telling jokes. And
he always struck me almost like an Australian Stephen Fry in some respects.
He make the day much lighter, the hours came much faster working with him.
Can you remember a situation that sums up Jason for you?
Yes, I think it was when we were sitting in a bar in Israel, lapping up the environment, and suddenly, out of nowhere, we both started smelling our gin and tonics together. We both realised the horrendous smell that was coming from our drinks. You thought it was my breath, and I thought it was your breath.
Wow, what can I say about Jason? I'm so sorry he's leaving. I don't necessarily have any stories about Jason. No wild times I could think of.
Oh, what about the midget and the prostitute?
The midget and the prostitute in Vegas, that was actually before Jason arrived. But that's for another time.
With Jason, I think it's all about me. Not as in me, Joanne, but as in me, Jason.
And I think it was last year's end meeting where we had a global marketing meeting, and he was definitely singing and going on like a chicken. Kind of singing. I can always sing along with him, so it's nice.
with Alpha Card having a very uninteresting, boring dinner until Jason turned up, ordered a bottle of wine, and then the events of the night took a slightly different course, which is one that we can discuss at a different time.
Entrapped me on a flight to Miami, all about him. Wouldn't let me sleep, kept me drinking all night. There were some tears, some hugs. It's all about Jason.
We did together, went to Israel, and the way back at the airport in Tel Aviv, the guys, the police really scanned Jason, asked him even to take all his clothes off to see what he had. That was really funny.
I'll always remember when we were on our off-site in Switzerland and Jason unfortunately slipped down an icy hill and really hurt his elbow and had to be taken back to the hotel on a horse and carriage.
We were having a drink together, and people were talking about something vaguely, serious and work-like. Then suddenly the conversation got onto Australia's Next Top Model, and Jason managed to do a pitch-perfect impression of an Australian bogan, which still lives with me to this day.
And no, it was the ice, the sewer water ice came from the drink. That's what smelled. We were laughing for hours afterwards.
Have you any advice for Jason?
Take me with you. You will do good business. Yeah.
Use sunscreen. You need it.
They're going to think you're a Brit when you're there. You need to play up to it, and I think they're going to be more accepting of you in your first few months. Enjoy.
I probably wouldn't tell them all the stories that you told me, or tell them about your little parts in Home and Away. That's just really embarrassing. So keep it business, keep it professional, and you'll be fine.
Just beware of spiders.
The biggest piece of advice is, as soon as you get into Sydney on Sunday, Jason, get yourself down to the Coogee Bay Hotel, get a nice steak and a few pints of tulips there.
Do what the Australians just do best and have a good life.
My advice for Jason is don't change. I love you the way you are.
I'm told by third house that Pierrick is a numbers guy, so gen up on your numbers, make sure you remember them, and be succinct.
What would you like to say to Jason before he leaves?
Good luck. Thank you for everything. You're a complete inspiration to me.
But yeah, you'll be very sorely missed. Good luck.
So lots of sunscreen, lots of drinking, but a bit of work. Don't forget to work.
Have fun in Australia, enjoy the most, and I'm sure you're gonna like the weather much better than here.
Oh yeah, and enjoy for us, certainly much more than here.
Jason, it's been great kind of working with you.
The only thing I'd like to say is very best of luck, Jason, and it has genuinely been a pleasure working with you.
Yeah, I'm going to really miss you, Jason. Really, really miss you. You're my buddy in the office, and yeah, I love you lots.
Jason, it has been an absolute pleasure working with you, both professionally in direction as my manager, but also very entertaining, and we've had a lot of fun with things as well. So
had a great time with him. I certainly will miss him and miss his energy. And our loss is actually Australia's game, and with that, I do have a special surprise for you, Jason.
G'day, mate. Can't wait for you to join us.
I wish you all the best in Australia, and I wish I could be there with you and have lots of nice lunches at Bill's and drinks at Iceberg in Bondi.
Jason, I really have enjoyed working with you. It's been great fun. We've had entertaining times, we've had difficult times, and I'm really going to miss you as a leader.
Jason, I too am going to miss you very, very much. We've enjoyed a lot of good times, a lot of fun times working together. But as a note of caution, I'm going to be coming after your business card portfolio, all my business card launches with my NCLs in Australia, so you better watch out.
But just, so thrilled for you. You deserve it so much. It's a great opportunity. Have lots of fun, and don't forget us, really.
Yes, Jason, here's some advice for you. I know the boss you now report into in your new job, and here's an advice. He can talk as much as you. So you remember that, because till now you had a boss who doesn't like talking. Well, not compared to you. But Pierrick, he can talk. He can talk and talk and talk, and both of you are pretty good competition for each other in that area. So best of luck. I'd love to be a fly on that wall, because I'm just thinking what happens before once upon a time in that conversation.